Yeah, the principal at the Sacramento Sacred Heart Parish School says the family is no longer welcome and they can't even pick up their things that they left in class. Crystal Jackson says that she and her husband take her, quote, hot mom persona and turn it into a profit. It started with a post on Reddit as a way to spice up their relationship. And then someone was like, hey, why don't you start an OnlyFans? Crystal Jackson said. They were like, what the heck is that? Now, more than a year later, she's known as Mrs. Poindexter online and is making up to $150,000 a month, selling access to photos and videos on her OnlyFans account. Some of the pictures include nudity, but not everyone is a fan. Quote, now it's kind of like we got caught. Here is our secret life exposed, she said. Mrs. Jackson says that last summer, a group of moms found her site and started a campaign to get her 3 kids kicked out of the Sacred Heart Parish, a Catholic elementary school. At one point, the group sent anonymous envelopes, including her explicit... What kind of cunts do this?
That is... you stole the words from my mouth. And you know what this was? Is that... we talked about this earlier. One of the mothers, or one of the... whatever you call them, the no-mams, the PTA group that was against this. glad you got that reference. Their husbands were watching this and they caught them, and therefore then they're like, "We're good. Nope, not in my household, not in my community, not in my school, not anywhere, anything to do with my world." And yeah, we don't like to throw that word around too much, Mur, but I think this warrants that.
Speak for yourself.
I was going to say, I truly enjoy saying it. So.
100%.
If the middle class holes rely on anything as scholarly reference, it's TV and movies. And if TV and movies has taught us anything, those dudes were definitely paying a portion of Homegirl's $150,000 a month, and the wives got very upset. Yeah, it's just how it went down. You don't,
and I'm using air quotes for those who aren't watching this. You don't find this. This doesn't. You don't. You know what I mean?
No.
This doesn't. You don't stumble upon this.
Yeah. No.
Here's the thing. Fuck that school, because $150,000 a month is $1.8 million a year,
right?
All for doing what you... Dude, think about this. The husband and wife's relationship... Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry.
Are you taxed with fans only?
I'm sure you are.
I think you have to file taxes, yes.
Well, yeah. I'm saying, so you're 1099, so, I mean, 1.8 million turns into, about 750, 800K, but okay. Maybe like a million. Maybe a cool mill.
I was going to say a cool mill. Let's just cut it at a cool mill, because that's almost 50%.
Sure.
Okay, so cool million a year. You've probably strengthened your relationship with your husband, because obviously he's into it too. Mm-hmm. So now you guys are sitting there doodling each other on camera, and something that you probably did less often until the camera got turned on. Now you're accepting money to watch this, so you're probably doing it more. Like, now it's almost like, ugh, not really feeling it tonight, babe, but guys got to do what guys got to do. Come on, Mrs. Poindexter. Time to sharpen this pencil.
Is this Buster, by the way? Is this first name Buster? I'm just curious.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
fair enough.
Buster Poindexter. I think he was gay, though, so that would have been a whole different
was it?
OnlyFans site. I think so.
Man. Huh.
He was the guy. He was in, whatchamacallit, with Bill Murray, Scrooged, right? He was the cab driver, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he was in Let It Ride with Richard Dreyfuss. I know.
I think he was a grizzled gay man, but not that there's a problem with it. I'm just saying, like, it would just make a whole different OnlyFans site account.
Fair enough. Okay, so you were saying
some different shit.
So they're making a cool mill, a lot more than they had in the past.
Yeah, so what's the point in sending your kids to school? And the whole point to send your kids to school so they're successful and they can make a lot of money and the family is secure for, a generation to come, at least one generation to come. Now, if this continues for several years, you just secured your grandkids' future. Who cares? Pull your kids out of school, just homeschool them, whatever, get them certificates, set them up an OnlyFans account when they're 18, and make the family business, maybe not something to hang your hat on or be proud of, but I tell you what, $1 million a year, God bless you. Keep it up, baby.
I mean, I think the Kardashians sleep well at night. So,
Yeah. In a fucking bed of money. Sure.
Yeah, you can make it work.
You know what? Clean these sheets. Clean this bed of money sheets. I want new money. I don't want this old stuff.
But what I want them to do, Mrs. Poindexter, to do, is if what you said is true, where these other moms' husbands were paying into the OnlyFans account, I want them to now reveal that information to the school and be like, hey, I can take my clothes off all day, but not if, Mr. Johnson over here is paying for it. I wouldn't do it if he wasn't, and get all their fucking kids kicked out of school.
Yeah, I don't know. There, you'd have to look into the. There may be some. I don't want to say secretive clause. What do you call it? Like confidentiality type thing, agreement to the customer. So if you're on the opposite end, I don't really know that though.
I don't think so.
No,
I mean, I don't think so. It's probably not true.
Okay.
They could probably air you out if they really want to. And I think, and probably they should. I don't know. If I was them though, making that kind of money, I might just walk up in there with like a wad of cash, and be like, "Oh yeah, principal. I know how schools work. What do you need? You wouldn't need what do you need? Some microscopes for the science lab? Here, bitch, take them and fucking get the fuck out of my face. Actually, kick them bitches out of school, or you don't get your microscopes." And that principal would be like, all right, I'm sorry, guys. I got to kick y'all out. We're getting some fucking microscopes. They're expensive. And OnlyFans is paying for them.
We got to make it rain science up in this bitch.
Fuck it. Everybody's learning science, except your children, because you guys are fucking out. They're in.
We don't accept snitches around these parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they get ratted out.
Well, not just that, though. What kind of assholes send, like, explicit photos to a fucking Catholic priest? I mean, you can make all the Catholic priest jokes you want to make, but, I mean, you are sending, like, obviously very naughty photos to men of the cloth. Like, how is that okay? Can't you just say, hey, this chick's performing all sorts of smutty activity, and then do you want to see it? And if he's like, yeah, okay, maybe send it to him.
Yeah, okay, it's $14.99 a month. You have to use your own credit card. No, because this reminds me of like these broads with a manila envelope, and they write on a magic marker, inconspicuous or anonymous donation. Yeah, ugh, God, disgust me. I don't know. Maybe I feel bad for the parents who are performing as kids a little bit. I guess you're going to get made fun of. You're going to get like, you're going to get the ultimate Nelson Muntz all the time at school, but whatever. So my parents are rich now. Fuck you. You want to come to our pool, or do you want to go to?
Right. I know. That's yeah. Like that's exactly it. Like fuck you. Even the kids get to be dicks. Yeah. Fuck you, kid. Like
so my parents have sex.
Yogurts off lunch tables and shit. Fuck you. Fuck your Danimals, you bitch. Like
yeah, my
parents are rich as shit.
My parents fuck. Too bad your parents gave that up years ago, asshole. Parents probably sleep in separate bedrooms.
And if it's a boy, I mean, what are you going to say? Like, hey, your mom's hot and makes $1.8 million a year, douchebag. what kind of insults can be hurled at you, really? I mean, yeah, your mom's a whore.
Are these
maybe.
Like middle school kids? Did we say like elementary?
It's elementary.
Yeah. You just got to ride that to high school.
Yeah.
And then you show up in the fucking car mommy gave you for fucking your sweet 16, and you had a sweet 16 because you were fucking rich, and you're just like fuck you guys. Check it. Yeah, my dad plows my mom on the internet. Totally fucking cool.
You know who popped up out of the fucking birthday cake? Not my mom, but some hot broad though.
Some other hot broad. Check this fucking car out.
Well, we'll see. I want to follow up on this.
I do too, but my follow-up question was just kind of how we started the show was, could you see yourself doing something like this if you could make that kind of money?
Yes.
Wes?
Yeah, I think so. I think, $1 million to the tune of $1 million, 1.8, and then after taxes. Am I still working? Am I still got a 9 to 5?
I mean, I guess it depends on how dedicated you wanted to get to it. I mean, at that point, if I'm making $150,000 a month,
Yeah.
I just no. I feel like I would then quit my job and then I would make $200,000 a month and dedicate some more time to it. Maybe some more electrolytes, keep.
Yeah, I don't think you make 150 grand a month doing it unless you're like your work day is banging and fucking whatever.
Right, but you
whatever your OnlyFans want, you give them. That's what you're doing while your kids are at the Christian school that you pay for, that you fucking paid off with microscopes. You just do that all day. Then they come home and you make them dinners and you play Parcheesi or whatever it is kids do. You know what I mean? And you're good to go.
Right.
Yeah,
I guess it's like, well, I'm thinking long term. Is this sustainable? Is this 2 year, 3 year, 5 year? Is this 10 year? Are people going to want to watch my old rankly ass balls at 38 or 48?
No, probably not. But you got to think about it. I think like an athlete, cash in, invest, get a good money guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're good. And then you're good to go. Buy some real estate, whatever. I don't know what rich people do.
Yeah, and I agree with Alan because I think what you need to do is you need to take your current salary and then multiply it by how many years you think you're going to continue to work and figure out what that number is. And if you can make that number in a shorter amount of time, then you could still just live this lifestyle that you have now, but you could be retired that many years earlier. You can't buy time, man. I've thought about this. If I won, my number is in the lottery, $2 million. That's all I need. I need $2 million flat out after taxes, and I don't have to work another day. Now, I can take a nice vacation every year. I can't buy a fucking Maserati. I could buy my Tesla, and I could finish my mortgage off, and I could pay for everything else like I normally do, but I wouldn't have to work another day in my life, and I would already be sustaining the same lifestyle that I'm living now, but I would have to go fucking grind it out for 8 to 10 hours every goddamn day. Have my soul sucked from my fucking body one time card punch at a time. So yeah, all I need is $2 million.
Yes. So I mean, if you're getting the soul sucked out of you, there's two different ways to do it. There's Murr's way and the OnlyFans way. The OnlyFans way sounds much better.